Your preparation for a bowl game, Coach Brown described some of the differences, getting some of the other players, some of the back houses, some Monday night
Yeah.
football people, all that going. How does it differ for you all, for the guys that are going to be carrying the bulk of the load in the game?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a balancing act between preparation and enjoying it. Like you still have to watch the same amount of film, still watch the same amount of cut-ups, study the game plan the same. But then whenever that's done, then you can really enjoy it with your guys because it really is a memorable experience. And I think guys have had a heck of a time here.
Both teams obviously have some players not available for this game that weren't available during the year. So when you're watching film, do you not study? You try to pull out, hey, that guy's not there, or is this backup? You only got 10 clips of. There's going to be a guy I'm going to have to go against.
Yeah, not really too much because the scheme is the scheme. What they do on defense, no matter who's in, but they've had a top ranked recruiting class the last couple of years, so they have really good players underneath those, and they're gonna be fired up to play. They're getting an opportunity to play, and they're gonna come out swinging.
We talked a lot about during the offseason what you felt like you improved the most on. Over the course of the year, what kind of fell into place for you?
I think just as an offense, just the overall consistency with running the ball, and then whenever we run the ball, then everything else after that kind of falls in place. The quick game, and then obviously the deep shots downfield kind of fall into place after that.
You're missing a guy in this game that you could argue maybe as much of the offense is built around as anybody else.
Yeah.
Like Frazier.
Yeah.
The numbers people look at.
Yeah.
So much of the draw game.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. What has that process been like with Brandon trying to get that ready?
Yeah, well, Brandon at the end of the Baylor game, he stepped in, and he did a phenomenal job, kind of, getting us back to like having a really good center. And Yates is a hell of a center. I feel comfortable with whoever we have in there. He gets mic IDs correct. He push calls when he needs to. So Yates has done a hell of a job, and I'm excited to watch.
You mentioned part of the bowl game experience is just having fun. What were you able to do here that you liked, and any time away from the field and the team that you were able to get over?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest ones was the NASCAR. My great granddad or my granddad, he was a huge NASCAR fan, and just to be able to go fast around the track at Charlotte Motor Speedway was really cool. And then just honestly just sitting up talking shop with the guys, just hanging out in the hotel room. I mean, that's one of the most fun things to do for me is just sit around, swap stories, make jokes, stuff like that. So that's been awesome here.
Have you been to a track or a race before?
Yeah, so I've been out of Daytona like once maybe. Never watched the race, but I've been down to the track. But that's the first time I've been in the car that fast.
Did you ride along or did you?
Yeah, rode along. He said he was going 185, so that. Yeah, it felt every bit of 185.
This last hour and hours day before the game, what do you try to do? Is there any last minute cramming, or is it more just relaxing, kind of getting your mental focus? Yeah,
I think at this point the hay's in the barn, and it's just kind of going through a normal Friday in season. I know our evening routine is the exact same with meetings and stuff. So just kind of now we get back in the rhythm of playing a real game.